You want to hear content about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia 76ers. That's straight to the point, no nonsense, no over-the-top shenanigans. Say what we got to say and keep it moving. Then you made the right choice coming to Nikki Steve's channel, so stay tuned. You see the jersey I have on? The Joel Embiid in jersey. The jersey representing the best center in today's NBA. That's right, I said it. Joel Embiid is the best center in today's NBA. And I firmly stand by and believe that statement. When he's on the court, his presence and his value to the team is greater than Luka Doncic, Karl Anthony Towns, and Nikola Jokich, if I'm pronouncing the first name correct. Out of all the centers in today's NBA, Joel Embiid is the best over Jokich, Doncic, and Towns. Now, why is he the best? Because you take out all these centers. If you want to compare Embiid to Jokic, Doncic, and Karl Anthony Towns from an all-around skill set standpoint, I'm talking a combination of shooting, passing, defending, and ball control. If you talk about it all complete, all-around out of all those skills, who is the best all-around? It is Joel Embiid. Now, in certain categories, shooting, Karl Anthony Towns is the best out of those guys. And you're talking about passing and making assists, that would be Jokich. But you're talking all-around skills out of those four main skills. The best player is Joel Embiid, far none. And if you're watching the Sixers, you see the way Joel Embiid plays defense and offense when he's on the court. You see how he's all over the place from both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. And you want to say that, well, in the NBA and in what's more of an offensive league, you see some of Joel Embiid's numbers he puts up, and you say numbers don't tell the entire story, and that's true. What Joel Embiid's bringing to the Sixers this season alone, you're able to look at least 4 games where he's had over 40 points. That's right, 4 games of 40 or more points. He's had at least 11 games with 25 or more points. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but Joel Embiid consistently is putting over 20 points, some cases even over 40 points, since he first played in 2016, 2017. Because you remember when Embiid was drafted back in 2014, those first 2 years he did not play due to foot injuries. You remember how horrible the Sixers were those 2 years? Too many bad memories. But you remember 2016, 2017. We really weren't that good, but we were definitely better than we were those first 2 years when Embiid wasn't there. You saw how having Joel Embiid on the court instantly made us a better team. Then we obviously got more pieces into the mix. Starting 2017, 2018, we started to get better, and we're at where we're at now, where we still have a chance to become contenders. We're going to need some help on the bench, but I'll talk about that later this week when I do a Sixers first half of the season recap. Anyway, let's stay on subject. Like you've seen this season alone how he's played, especially on offense, an offensive-friendly league where he's played great, and he still plays good defense in a league where, again, it's an offensive-friendly league. I mean, Jokich is still a great center himself. He's still a good center himself in today's NBA. He can shoot. He can pass. Well, certainly Karl Anthony Towns, he can definitely shoot. You got Doncic. He's still a good player, too. He's really merged into a star early. But again, Doncic still has time to develop. So we could be talking about this a little differently in a few years from now. But, hey, don't get me wrong. All those guys are listed off among the top 4 centers in the league, along with Embiid. But when you really think about all those guys, who is the most valuable to the team? Who is? It is Joel Embiid. I'm not saying to knock the other guys, because those are also the other guys, Jokic, Doncic, and Karl Anthony Towns. They're all really good centers, too. They're all stars themselves. You compare how each of them play. Who's the best all around when it comes to passing, shooting, ball control, and playing defense? You put all them together, who is the best with those 4 categories combined? Clearly, it is Joel Embiid. And I even want to go out and say Joel Embiid's the best big man in today's NBA. I'm not going to say that Anthony Davis is the best big man in today's NBA. But Joel Embiid, in terms of best big man, is definitely behind him. And he is definitely the best center in today's NBA. And he's a guy that goes out there and gives it 110% every single game he's on the court. Whether it's a middle regular season game, playoff game, he truly gives his all every single game. That's something no one can take away. Remember, what game was it against the Brooklyn Nets back in the 2019 playoffs in the first round where he absolutely dominated the Nets? Remember that. Like, you even remember in Saturday's loss, against the Cavs, which we played an embarrassing game, Embiid himself still put up over 40 points, and he helped us get close and stay in the game the entire time when we had an off night. Oh yeah, remember against the Atlanta Hawks, we had 49 points, 14 rebounds, and that game I was referring to against the Nets, I remembered it now. It was April 20th. It was game 4 against the Nets when, what was it? He had like 31 points and 13 rebounds. You can correct me in the comment section if I got it wrong, but remember, that was that game 4 against the Nets where he dominated. And I said after that game, this is for anyone who had any doubts that Joel Embiid was legit. To anyone that ever doubted him, you saw in that game when he silenced the critics. Saw his game a few weeks ago against the Houston Rockets when he dominated. You've been following along. You've been seeing how dominant Joel Embiid is. You see how he gives it his all, 110% all the time. Embiid is the best all-around center that the NBA has seen in years and years, and I'm glad he's on the Philadelphia 76ers. So I'll leave it at that. For those of you that like this video, hit the like button to help support this channel, and thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Hit the notification bell. Comment in the comment section. Let me know. Do you believe Joel Embiid's the best center in the league, and why? And if you disagree with me, let me know who you think is the best center and why. And most of all, to everyone watching, have a wonderful day. It's Nicky Steve signing off, and I'll see you next time. You like that straight to the point mentality? No nonsense, no shenanigans? Hit that subscribe button, because that's what we do on this channel every video. Straight to the point, no shenanigans, no nonsense. If that's what you want, then you better hit that subscribe button.